James Kaufman, World News Report today, January 7th, 2025. God bless you and yours. No matter where you are in the world, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. General Mark Milley approved heat and sound-directed energy weapons during 2020 riots on American people. Steve Baker, investigative journalist, claims he has evidence to prove it. In a bombshell revelation during an appearance on Sara Gonzales Unfiltered, investigative journalist Steve Baker has accused General Mark Milley, then chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, of authorizing the use of heat and sound-directed energy weapons against protesters during the violent riots that rocked Washington, D.C. in the summer of 2020. Baker claims to have photographic evidence to substantiate these allegations, with a full expose promised in the coming days. It can be recalled that during the summer of 2020, a series of protests and riots erupted across the United States following the death of George Floyd. These events, often referred to as the Summer of Love, resulted in significant loss of life and property. Sara Gonzales Texas bombshell TPC4 USA says he has evidence that General Mark Milley authorized the use of heat and sound direct energy weapons during the 2020 riots. These can be used to agitate people and turn them violent. If they were used during the Summer of Love, were they also used on January 6, 2021?
You keep coming up with these scoops regarding January 6th. Do you have anything else that's coming up?
Yeah, pay very close attention to probably, I thought it was going to be out today, but we got a couple little things we got to clean up on a new article. And we know for a fact now that General Mark Milley, who is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, back under the previous Trump administration, we know that in June of 2020, during the riots of the Summer of Love here in D.C., he actually directed and ordered and authorized the use of both heat and sound directed energy weapons to be used against the protesters in that event. And we have the photography now to prove it, to back it up. And we're going to be coming out with that story tomorrow. And then we'll be launching a series off of that first article that will lead us to January 6th as well.
Which just, heat and sound, which will do what?
Well, it depends on which switch is used. It depends. If they are using sound energy weapons, they can be super audible or they can be sub-audible. If they're set to super audible, that's supposed to scare people away from a riot. If they're set to sub-audible, it could make people go crazy in their head and force them into violence. They call those agitation weapons.
So I'm going to go back and I'm going to rewind about 10 minutes ago when I said that I believe that January 6th was total entrapment by the United States government in order to weaponize their own agencies against their people. I'm just going to go ahead and rewind and I'm going to say that again, and I'm going to go ahead and double down on that at this point, Steve.
You probably have valid reasons to feel the way.
You probably have valid reasons to feel the way you feel. So, ladies and gentlemen, what if they were agitating the people during the riots of 2020 and then again at the Capitol in 2021? I think everyone agrees what should happen to General Mark Milley. And if I'm saying it wrong, well, too bad. I completely detest the gentleman. So if he was involved, I'm sure that there was, bad things afoot. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.